Hey there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is your host, Brandy J, with some shit here to say. First, I would like to say, everybody, please stay woke, be woke for Real Wise Productions. Okay? And if you're listening to this, you must know something, right? And if you didn't know, now you know. Just saying. Now just go on over to www.patreon.com/Real Wise Productions. Did you like how I switched my voice up there? I can do that from time to time. I can get, hey there, my name is Brandy, and I like long walks on the beach. Or I can get radio. This is Thrillwise Radio Productions, and we're coming at you live right now today. Hit us up on the Patreon, become a member so you can get the exclusive. See what I did there, guys? But, anyways, thank you for tuning in, and this is your girl, Brandy J, once again. What's up? Right here on Podbean, you will be hearing me often because I'm about to rip through any and everywhere that my voice can be heard. So just know this. Don't go to sleep on this. But also just know this. It's for you, the people, because the people matter. The people are a huge part of why we do what we do. We don't do this shit just to hear our own voice, even though I can say this microphone does sound nice. It sounds nice. So as we all know, the world has lost its freaking mind. But let me say this. People need to realize that what we see, what we on a daily basis, what we think we know is just the gist of it. We're a small piece of a puzzle. As horrendous as the things that are happening are, we know nothing. I'm gonna give you a piece of information that you can receive. You don't have to receive wherever it is you may believe. But I tell you this much: if you believe this cycle they call the Matrix, that's for the motherfuckers that stay asleep, do your homework. Did you know that the Matrix isn't what all of us think it is? Well, it is. This is just this world, this make believe shit. 'Cause this is not what life's supposed to be about. If you're not thinking deeper, if you're not feeling deeper, if you don't know that inner peace, you're not going to get it in this time here. You can be in the world, like God said, but you don't have to be a part of. And if you're rat race, well, shit, if it's a rat race, then you're in the Matrix. All right, welcome. But you can be in it and not be in it. If you can't find peace because that shit comes from within. It doesn't come when your paycheck's there. It doesn't come when your bills simmer down. It doesn't come at the hands of this man-made shit. We weren't built to just work and get paychecks. Okay, shit. School is all wrong. It was designed factual. Dig deep enough, do your homework, do your research. They tell you that shit. TV was meant to dumb us down. Please don't shoot your children in front of TV all day. I know we do it, but damn. Pay attention to the video games and the electronics you give to them because there's things that are taking place. You better get right because there's nothing that you got to get way ahead of the game because once you think you know, you don't know. Let me tell you, if you're not saying the right shit, then you don't know. Okay, it's not even about any of this. It goes beyond it. Goes beyond it. Sometimes the shit that you can't even see, and if that's your motto, if you don't see it, then you don't believe. Then you far off. Not everything is something that you have to see, but the shit be right in front of us, though. I mean, damn. People that are blind, don't you understand? They can see, but they see differently. So that there, if that can tell you something, then keep going, keep digging. But if it's just about running this rat race here, then you ain't never gonna find that peace. You can have peace within and carry that peace through this. But if you're seeking for it It's kind of like when people say, well, after this is done, then I'll have. Man, please. You have to succumb to your higher being, your higher power. If you have no connections from within with the earth, how will you ever find it? It's beyond us. Do you even know who we are and what we are? We are energy, first of all, as human beings. We are energy. Didn't know that, huh? Yeah. School, all that stuff. They left out a lot. Left out a lot. But these are things that we already know if we just tap in and we listen. But we're so distracted by the distraction that was meant to distract us. It doesn't want to allow you to listen and to be quiet and to listen to that fine thing called intuition that we doubt so much that we are programmed to second guess ourselves. How the fuck you gonna second guess yourself and then go listen to a whole nother motherfucker about yourself? Don't let nobody hurt. And that's just the ones running shit. So they think this rat race, it ain't much. Life is way bigger than this. You should. This isn't even life. So small on the spectrum board. I'm telling you, Earth and all. So much going on around us that we cannot see. Some people will never know because they believe this shit. I wouldn't go that route if I was you. What are you when you strip this shit away? Are you only chasing and seeking this dollar, this control that can be boop, in a minute taken away, doesn't even exist? We don't use money no more. They say in the Bible it says it's gonna be a cashless society, and so far prophecy is fulfilling itself. You would know it if you didn't know it. Trip this out for a minute though. Now the only way or the only reason why people know or they say they do God, right? It's through his words. But then in the same sentence will debunk his words and find fault in it and say they don't believe. But obviously, for you not to believe, you must believe. Okay, are you picking up here? And then in the same note, speak of this God, and then try to figure them out for themselves. Say that the word has been changed so many times because that's a human being's way of not having to really address or let those words convict them. Sin has turned into a trend. Nothing sinful anymore. Everything that's sin is a person's rights now. You can be sexually immoral. You can, you know what I mean? Everything, everything. If it's all made up, then I guess God is made up. So please don't be someone that say you believe in God. You don't. If you don't believe in the word, you just don't believe in God. Just keep it pushing, right? Because how else you gonna know him if it's all made up? If it's all made up or designed to make us think it's made up, or something missing and some things mixed around. I mean, look at the world as it is already. So it wouldn't hurt for you to seek truth. Are you scared? Because see, people can talk all day long and say their theory and what they think, but it don't make any fucking difference. You can't change what's to come. But the point of the matter is, you can't say you have no relationship with God and sit there and say that the Bible, none of that stuff is true. Then how do we even know of Him? We know Him through the Word, through the book. So what I'm saying is, if you don't believe in Him, then stop preaching or saying things of Him. Stop saying God bless. It's rude. Damn near disrespectful. You think you created yourself? You think you blessing yourself? Let me tell you this much: Satan blesses too. And let me tell you, no, he's not going to come to you with the horns in his head. Okay, he gives you things. He's alluring. It's sexually immoral stuff. You know what I mean? That stuff that feeds the flesh. If you live in of the flesh, you live in, not by God. It's so hard. Why is it so hard? So hard for people. Let me tell you this much. And I'm gonna say it loud. I'm gonna say it proud. If you're gonna pick and choose what you think is fit or whatnot in the Bible, then you walking on a thin line. You in or you out. Now I'm not saying that I believe this and I believe that and this and that, but I surely isn't. I'm not sitting here acting like a scary ass that don't want to face truth. Because if we do no wrong, then how do we know wrong? How do we tell people they are wrong? That's not right. You shouldn't do that. That's immoral. We pick the stuff that we want to pick. If you don't believe this much in here, then you should just shut the book and don't believe any of it. Hello. Yeah, I mean, this is the Lord. The Lord said this, blah, 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 blah. Let me skip over the part where he talks about pork and when he talked about scavengers, all that stuff that we're not supposed to taint and put in us, and wonder why we sick and catching all these motherfucking diseases and all this stuff. And yeah, yes, it's a great day. And then the Lord, let me tell you this, and let me say it for the people in the front, the side, the middle, and the back. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody trying to force nothing on you. You ain't got to believe shit. But let me tell you this, I'm gonna call you out on shit. If you don't believe in one part of it, close the book. Because who are you to decipher which one is not? I tell you this much: human beings, the way of the world, weak asses. It's weak because we done took everything in the Bible, the sexual immorality, everything, and turned it into our rights. I express myself through sex. Get the frick out of here. You know I ain't lying. No, in the New Testament, have you compared any of the Bibles? You'll find some shit that's a little off in the Newer Testament. Yeah, people can change stuff. But my point right now is if you don't believe this part of the Bible, then how can you choose to believe another part? And the only thing people seem to be scavenging over is the sins, my friends. These are facts. That's why people try to debunk and be like, I don't really think, you know what I mean? Because if you did, it'd have to convict you, and you know you wasn't living right. People are bound by the flesh, and they just want to have sex and do things that make this feel good. Okay, but please stop selling the rhetoric. Stop with the bullshit, and stop trying to tell everybody else how they is this, and that. You live for you by your own bullshit. Everybody got opinions, like everybody got assholes, but nobody ever really want to say what the real is. Anything and everything we know of God is through the Word. So if you don't believe in the Word, then you don't believe in Him. That's just plain and simple, and that's all I'm saying. Keep it pushing. But you can't say you do, and then go into the Word, and then let man, root of all evil, tell you that this is not a sin no more. This is now, this and that. The most stupidest shit I ever heard of. People so stupid, so smart. They stupid, not even smart. Programmed more like it. Think, people, think. What makes you choose what to believe and what not to believe? Is either you believe it or not, and you choose something that you don't think is right, then you might as well just shut it all down. Get it together. Not one was here is that special to where we can sit here and tell people what to do, what to think, how to say, who's wrong, who's right, what they know, what they don't know. Speak on the shit that you know, and you know most of the time you're full of shit. None of us is above shit. And just because you don't believe something don't mean it ain't happening. Goes deeper. I keep the receipts. I keep the facts. I don't be. I can please knock it off. All I do is read. You know what I'm saying? They purposely put these electronics in front of us. You don't see kids with books no more. You better get a clue because as soon as these electronics is up and out, when they decide they want to remove them, then what do you have? Because they'll take them books too. So you better get all you can of the word. You can sit there all day long and watch some porn, but won't even pick up a word. You want to debunk God with things that you put before you, in front of you. That is your God, and that's gonna come back to bite that ass. But hey, what do I know? All I'm saying is, please stop being full of shit because ain't nobody falling for it. Only the percentage of a lower IQ. And I say this because they say it too. Don't say, ah, yeah, you right, you right. You ain't never heard nobody say that shit. They say it. I got that too. I used to been in the education field for what 9.5 years. I know what the shit is about. I know exactly why and how it was designed and how the similarities and how it's still designed today as it was designed back then, and the whole means and reason why, especially the American, I can speak on the American education system was this how it was designed, strategically designed to keep us stupid. But you ain't gotta believe me though. Just think. Use your critical thinking skills. Put that to use. Pick up some books, some dusty ones though, not these new ones. Gain some knowledge. Because education is a tool for information, but knowledge, it's like I said, you seek it the knowledge. But hey, what do I know? And I took a little sociology and psychology, philosophy. It's not just that. It's also the fact of common sense. You know what I mean? Huh. Picked up on that before it became not free. But anyway, y'all, on that note, thank you so much for listening and tune in because there'll be so much more. And don't forget Real Wise Productions on the map, Real Wise Radio, Real Wise TV, the YouTube channel. And don't forget to membership yourself up at www.patreon.com/Real Wise Productions. Peace.